What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And what I have for you guys here today is a little breakdown on the Deadshot and Harley Quinn gameplay that we've seen so far. Unfortunately for Deadshot, I'm gonna go by what we saw in the trailer because he was not ready to be in the build that NetherRealm had at Gamescom. So he wasn't, like, actual gameplay of his wasn't shown. But let's get into it. First of all, I definitely want to say that he sounds exactly like Aaron Black. Whether it's Troy Baker or not, I have no idea. As you guys know, Troy Baker actually voiced Aaron Black in Mortal Kombat X, which I was really happy about. He sounds awesome. And Deadshot sounds exactly like him. So what I took from the gameplay is, Deadshot looks a little clunky gameplay-wise. I don't know why. That was my first impression of him. He has some things that are very similar to Jackie and Aaron Black. So this combo right here that you guys are going to see coming up is actually very reminiscent to an Aaron Black combo. Bam, and of course he has the slide. It looks exactly like Aaron Black's slide. And the crazy thing is you could actually combo off of it. Are you serious? A slide, a low slide that looks pretty fast that you could still juggle your opponent and combo it afterwards. That is pretty crazy. Imagine if Aaron Black could do that. And the combo string that led into the slide, it looks like it was the opposite of Aaron Black's forward 1-3. Wouldn't you guys say? It looked like instead of hitting overhead low, it looked like it hit low overhead and then a slide afterwards, which would be pretty crazy if it would be a low to overhead. Definitely be reminiscent of Aaron Black right there. He also has a projectile sort of like full auto Jackie, but not really because it only shoots like 3 times. It looks like it's a high. It looks like it's pretty slow, and there you go. That shot right there. Actually, it does look like it's 5 shots. It's definitely going to be a high, though. This combo looks sick. Like the one with the kicks where he does a flip kick looks awesome. And that bouncing bullet right there is, again, very reminiscent of Aaron Black's, coin shot, the money shot, where he shoots it overhead. But instead of shooting it overhead, Deadshot shoots it on the ground, which it looks like he's like, his moves are like the opposite of what Aaron Black in Gunslinger does, which is pretty funny to me. But if he plays like Aaron Black, I will be using the shit out of Deadshot because, as you guys know, Aaron Black, Gunslinger, is my favorite character in the game in Mortal Kombat X. So if he plays like that, that would be awesome. But, I couldn't really tell from his gameplay whether he's going to be an up-close and personal character or a full-screen character because, he has all the guns and the machine guns and stuff. That downward bouncing bullet shot is going to be a very powerful zoning tool, man. It's going to be very powerful. So he might actually be a combo character. He might be an up close and personal character and a zoning character, which would be awesome. And last but not least here, the super move is pretty much identical to the mobile version of his super move. So got a little taste of the mobile carrying over to the game. Hopefully that happens with Static Shock and Darkseid. That would be fucking awesome because I know they're in the mobile game. So that's going to be it for Deadshot. Now moving on to Harley. So from the looks of it, it definitely looks like Harley is retaining her playstyle from the first Injustice game, which I'm very happy about, but it definitely looks like her moves are sped up a lot. So you're not going to see it by this gameplay, but some other gameplay that was live streamed earlier today, I saw that you could actually combo back 3 after forward 2-3, which is her overhead, that like her overhead, and then it does like a up kick that launches. That is incredibly slow in the first Injustice, that you can't get anything but, maybe do her command dash, which it doesn't look like she has in this game. It doesn't look like it's returning because they didn't show it off here. But it was really slow. But now you could actually do the forward 2-3 and combo back 3, which is crazy. That's how much they've, increased the speed of that move. Her overhead is a lot faster. Her explosive cupcakes are a lot faster as well. She still has the, if you meter burn it, you could actually throw 3 cupcakes and it launches your opponent if he gets hit by it. All her strings look like are coming back. I didn't see the 1-1-2 string, which is the one that a lot of people use to get corner combos on. I don't know if they took that away or maybe they changed the way it looks. But as you guys see there, her super move is actually a low starting super move now. It's actually a low hitting super move, and it involves her hyenas, and the animation looks amazing. It looks awesome. The one bad thing is you're not going to be able to combo after Harley's super move anymore, which a lot of people are disappointed about. You know, I never got down the timing, so I don't know the riches of comboing after her super in the first Injustice, but I'm sure that, you know, experienced Harley players could get a ton of damage. But so here we go. That was her new trait. So in the first Injustice, she had a really weird trait that was sort of random, that kind of made her a worse character in my opinion, because, by the way, I think this is the best win pose in Injustice history. It is so fucking awesome. She looks great. You know, it's a funny win pose, and she does a fatality. She kills a person behind her, which is awesome. And so what the fuck was I talking about? I'm like looking at Harley, and I just get happy just looking at her gameplay. But oh, that's right, her trait. So her trait in the first Injustice was completely random. You could either get a power up, a defense up, or you could get a you know, an explosive like C4 grenade, whatever it was, whatever she's holding. It's dynamite. There, god damn it, I get brain fart sometimes. So she gets like a stick of dynamite, and she threw it back, and it exploded. It didn't matter if your opponent was close; you couldn't control it. It just like exploded behind her. It was like a mid toss, something like that. You couldn't control the distance. And it was really random. Like the dynamite was a powerful tool, but you never knew when you were gonna get it. So it was really random. And now they changed her trait to be the hyenas, which is very interesting because you could not only control if you want one hyena or two hyenas to come out, but you could actually control whether they jump or whether they attack your opponent on the ground. And based on, you know, some of the clips, it doesn't look like the hyenas hit low, which, you know, it's a good thing. I think it might be a little bit too good, because you could call it on their, you know, if you knock them down, you could call it, and then you could jump up and do a, you know, the jump punches, jump kicks, or overheads. Hyena could hit low. It could be like almost unblockable. I don't know. I'm just like thinking ahead here. So they don't hit low, they hit mid. And like I mentioned, you can control it whether if you hold the treat which she throws to call out the hyenas. If you hold it for a good amount of time, both of them actually come out. And you could control whether they attack from the ground or whether the hyena jumps. You know, if your opponent doesn't want to get hit, maybe it jumps. It doesn't know that you called in the one that jumps. It's going to catch your opponent. And you could definitely combo off of them. I think you could only combo off of them if you're very close, because it doesn't look like it launches the opponent too high up in the ground. You know, I definitely saw in the trailer, Harley connected her cartwheel kick into after the hyenas attacked, you know, Deadshot. So you could definitely combo afterwards. I don't know how far you have to be to combo it, but, you know, just having that little change to her trait be applied in the game makes a bunch of difference, because, you know, like I mentioned before, her trait was so random that you didn't know what you were going to get, and it was just like a gamble of, you know, should I take the risk of actually calling my trait, because she does take her time whenever she calls in her trait. So now you know what you're going to get when you call in the trait. So moving on here, her cartwheel kick is returning, her like, you know, slide that she does, her wake up move that goes into a cartwheel, it goes into gunshots, or it goes into a low. You could also cancel it and roll forward or roll backwards. You know, it's a really powerful tool. I think it's definitely the best tool that Harley had in the first Injustice, and it's definitely returning. I'm happy about that. And in Injustice, you have frames of invincibility for special moves. So, you know, that was a really, really good wake up, because the opponent has to block that. I don't know if they're going to make it safe, because the cartwheel was completely safe on blocks. So, you know, you could just wake up whenever you want and do the cartwheel. The cartwheel is an overhead. It's safe. It launches your opponent. I don't know if that's going to keep. They might make the cartwheel unsafe to do, but, you know, just having that come back is, you know, is awesome. She also has a new move that I noticed. She has a crowbar Joker style move where she beats the crap out of you with her bats. And I think that was taken from the Joker, you know, like inspired by the Joker. The Joker beats the crap out of you in the first Injustice with a crowbar, and it looks like she has a move that is very, very similar to the Joker's move from the first Injustice. But I think that is going to be it. I'm extremely happy with the way Harley is looking. She, you know, just speeding up her moves, making her moves better. She does have the air gunshot, which looks a lot faster and looks like it recovers a lot faster. So that's definitely good. And just speeding up all her moves makes her a lot better. She looks good, man. She actually looks like she's going to be a good character on release day. So I hope they don't, you know, tone her down. I just hope they make her better. You know, I want her to be one of the best characters in the game because, yeah, she's definitely. I think she's the most fun character or she's the character that I have the most fun with in the first Injustice game. Her playstyle is really sick, and now with the hyenas incorporated into that, is going to be even better. So that's going to be it for my Deadshot and Harley Quinn gameplay breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.